Get started video for someone who is completely new to Map Business Online and they just want to get up and running. So our website is mapbusinessonline.com, and when you go there, you're going to see different pages available. We have features, solutions, customer success stories. If you want to see our pricing page, that's available. And all the way to the right-hand side is our signing up, registering for our free trial. So when you click Start Free Now, it'll just swing you over to our account page. You can just create a name, email, password, and then you're up and running. And then the next thing it's going to have you do is to download the app. And the app is just the program itself. It's available for Windows and Mac. Just a real quick install, and you're going to use the same username and password that you did for the registration. Besides our purchasing page is something that you might want to take a look at. It's got our comparison charts to show what's available in each of the individual plans. That's available right at the top of our website. And something else to point out is our help documentation. We have step-by-step instructions on how to do just about everything in the program. So if you wanted to plot data from Excel, you can find that in here. And we have step-by-step instructions as well as videos. So now let's go to the program itself. So once you install it and you launch it from either the desktop icon or maybe you've pinned it to your taskbar or if it's in your program files, this is going to be what appears when you launch the program. The first thing you're presented with is our quick start guide. You don't have to use this right now if you don't want to, because all of the options are available at the top here. But this is just a quick way to get started if you wanted to plot locations on the map or create a road route or create a territory. That'll walk you through. I'm going to just close out of this for now and kind of talk about the map itself. The first thing you'll notice on the left-hand side is our map and data box. If it ever disappears on you, if we close it, just look to the left-hand side and there's a single arrow to make it pop back out. I typically leave this up and running because it controls our different data layers. So it controls our states and our counties and our zips if we want to turn those on. Also, once we've imported data or created territories, that information will be listed there as well. So that's the map and data box. In the top right corner are our zoom tools. At the very top, you'll see a green plus sign, and that's our zoom in button. And that's just an incremental zoom if you want to just get closer and closer to the map. I'm going to just turn off some of these layers here. And at the bottom of our zoom tools, you'll see that minus sign so you can incrementally zoom out. This bar that's in between them is if you want to zoom quickly to an entire zoom level. So if you want to get down to the multi-county view, then you can do that here. This blue arrow is if you want to zoom back to the level that you were just at. And then we have zoom forward if you actually decide you want to go back to where you just were. These bottom buttons you probably use the most. The first one is a zoom to the US. So you can click on that US flag. It'll just bring you back to where you started your map. Right below it is our magnifying glass, and that'll help you to quickly zoom in on an area. If you click on that magnifying glass to select it, you'll notice that there's a little red circle with a white X, and you get this little magnifying glass icon that's kind of chasing you around. What you can do then is you can click and then drag to the lower right corner and release. And you can keep doing that. Just draw your box around where you want to zoom in. And just keep going until you get down to street level detail. Once you're at the place you want to be, then you can go back, click on that magnifying glass, click on it, and then that red circle with a white X goes away, so the map's not going to be thinking that you're magnifying anymore. The final pieces of the zoom tools. You can zoom out to the world if you need, and then also if you want to minimize it, there's a little blue arrow. You can click on it there. I'm going to go back out to the world view. Excuse me, US view. In the top left corner of the program is our address bar. You can type in a full street address. You can do street, comma, city, comma, state. You could do a street, comma, zip code. You could do a street, comma, city, comma, state. You could just type in a zip code if you wanted to. And I'm in Maine, so I'm going to just type in a Portland, Maine zip code. And once you have it in, you can either click the binoculars or you can click enter on your keyboard. And you're presented with a point on the map. A couple things to note are you can quickly do a circle radius if you wanted to just throw in any radius you want. This property box comes up after you create your circle, so you can change it to a different color if you wanted to. You could enable fill, you could change the color of the fill, and so on. If you ever want to delete it, you can just click on the circle and then click this delete. If I want a drive time polygon, I can click on that little point, click drive time, and then I can just create my 1 minute radius just for a tiny little drive time. I can do bigger if I wanted to, and once again I can change those colors and sizes. If I want to save this point, I can click on the point and I can click this icon that says Save in Dataset, and then it'll have me give it a name. I'm just going to name it the name of the zip code and click Add Location. You'll see now that we have a new dataset called Locations, and if I were to click on either this data window icon here or the data window icon here, I'll get to the same place and it pulls up our data window. So Locations is just a bucket of where these points will go into. There's a little pencil here, and let me just change it from Locations to, I'll just change it to My Zips. Click to change the name of that, and then I can go back up here, type in my next zip if I wanted to, click Enter, and then I'm going to click Save in Dataset to Location, and now I have 2 points in my dataset. If I want to change the icon for these symbols, I can go right here and choose any old flag. This box pops up asking, just letting us know that we're trying to override the symbols, which is what we're looking to do. So I'm going to click that reset location symbols, click OK, and now I have those flags and I can make those sizes bigger. If I want to, I can then export my information out as a CSV file. Our help, we're available through phone, chat, and email. We also do have the help topics you can get in the top right corner. There's a little tiny green circle with a white question mark there. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thanks and have a good day.